Hi everyone, welcome to Doodletank with stewiejp. I'm Stewie, you're not, and either are any of these blokes. This is a three-man Object 252u / Defender platoon, as comes as no secret. Today's video is going to be 3 Tier 8 videos featuring the Object 252, obviously the Defender in this game as well, the Lorraine 40t and the STA-1. Because the STA-1 not a premium tank, but the other two tanks, or 3 tanks, are. Now, if you've been playing on the Australian server, the Asian server, or the American server, you'll know that the Defender has been up for sale again. And you would have seen a few of these bad boys out and about on the battlefield when you're playing your games. Now, this is a full Tier 8 battle on Stalingrad. Jezza 1978 from 1AR clan. IMC Jimmy and Honest John, also in their Object 252s and the Defenders. Jezza in the Object 252u, which you can see you can put your own camouflage on the Object 252u, should you like. And they've also got a little bit of a guard over the tracks. That's the main difference between the two. I think the guard is just for aesthetics. I don't think it really adds any armour to the tank. It's just the way the tank looks. Now, it's been a little bit controversial because the Object 252u and the Defender, if you've been playing Tier 8 clan wars or skirmishes in the or since the tank was introduced, you'd know that if you had one of these tanks, you'd get a game every day of the week. No worries whatsoever as Jezza moves forward, looks at the enemy defender, pops a shot into him. Looks like one of his platoon mates, Honest John, put a shot into the enemy defender as well. Of course, just one defender on the enemy team, 3 on Jezza team, and they're all platooned up. And this is how you can work well together in a tank like this. As IMC Jimmy picks up the first kill in this this awesome platoon of defenders and Object 252. You can see IMC Jimmy just lost 25 hit points there. Now that shows that somebody has given up and has started firing high explosive ammunition. Jezza puts a shot into the side of the ISM. Honest John picks up the kill. 2 kills, 2 twos a score, and both kills have been done by these 3 guys, Honest John and IMC Jimmy. Jezza are not yet ready to open up his account with the killings, but I reckon he'll be getting one pretty soon. 2 walls a score. Jezza on 881 hit points, and he's just rolling forward with impunity. He's still on full health, and pop goes the Tiger 2. Thank you very much, says Jezza. I'll take that kill, no worries. Clearly looking at the low, but his old mate Honest John picks up the kill on that occasion. 4 all the score. They're actually down by this. These trio of Defenders / Object 252us just rolling through on this Tier 8 map. Or fully Tier 8 game, I should say. No Tier 6s or 7s on this game. They're not top tier. This is just a Tier 8 game. They're rolling through like, well, they don't really care about what the enemy team are going to throw at them. And that's because the Defenders and the 252s have got some pretty good armour, as you can see. Jezza just bounced a shot from the ISU 152. Cops his first damaging shot from artillery, the ISU 14-2. He's already picked up a kill as well on the enemy team. 5-6 the score. 5 kills, 3 to Honest John, 1 to Jimmy, 1 to Jezza, and nobody else really doing much on his team, but these 3 in their Defenders just rolling forward like they don't care. And you know why they don't care? Well, they just don't care, because they can just look at this, roll forward, looking at a shot in the back of the head of the Oho. That should take him down a little bit. Takes the Oho down to a bit more of a manageable level. IMC Jimmy kills the artillery, and still nobody else has picked up a kill on their team. 3 kills to Honest John, 2 to IMC Jimmy, 1 to Jezza 1978 Beauty, as he continues to roll forward, looking again at that Oho. You'll be saying, come on baby, wait for me, wait for me. The Oho is a one-shot, so's the Stritzwagen. Opting for the Oho by the looks at it. Takes careful aim, does cop an high explosive round to the face, but it only gets him for 212 hit points. He's still got 935 hit points up his sleeve. Honest John picks up kill number 5. Jimmy on 2 kills, Jezza on 2 kills. That's 9 kills between them. Still nobody else has picked up a kill in this game. As finally the FV4202 Atom Pin Destroyer, well done son, picks up the kill on the Stritzwagen S1. And that makes the score 10 to 9. 5 kills to Honest John, 2 to Jimmy, 2 to Jezza, 1 to the FV, 10-9 to score. Jezza on 3,102 damage, 750 damage blocked. The Rheinmetall Borsig Waffenträger clearly looking Jezza's way, but Jezza says, I don't care, you're gone. He actually didn't didn't cop any damage from the Rimby Borsig. It looks like his tracks might have eaten that shot. 11-10 to score. Looks like the enemy team have resorted to capping because they're scared of these defenders. Honest John looks like he just got tracked and he fixed his tracks pretty quickly in the defender, and you can see there the defender. That's the paint job that the defender comes with compared to the Object 252u. Now, I'm pretty sure by the time this video comes out that the tank will no longer be in the premium shop on the Asia server, as Honest John confirms a top gun and gets a kill on the Lorraine 40t. And of course, the Lorraine 40t is going to feature in the next replay in this in today's video, featuring 3 tier 8 tanks. 13-10 to score, 3,693 damage. The who's that? The T44 is looking a little bit nervous. The old T34 over there. T26E4, the Super Pershing, has thought, well, I might as well go for the artillery piece. And Jezza waiting. He's not going to poke around that corner. Yes, he is. Jezza picks up his 5th kill. Honest John on 6 kills. IMC Jimmy on 3. And Jimmy killed that T44 while we weren't looking. And in the end, 14 kills to that platoon on Stalingrad. Now, that was not a Ace Tanker Mastery badge. It was also not a top tier game in the traditional way of thinking about it. That was an all tier 8 game, so they weren't just ruffle stopping over tier 6s and 7s. That was all tier 8s. And let's have a look at this battle result. First class mastery badge for my old mate Jezza 1978 from 1ER clan. The Duelist medal, fighter, fire for effect, brothers in arms, crucial contribution. That's awarded to a platoon that get 12 kills. Well, they got 14 kills as a platoon. That's not something I've seen for a very, very long time. And those 3 guys got the top 3 scores by experience and almost by damage. The Rimby Borsig just nudged Jimmy out for the 3rd spot. But have a look at that. Honest John, 3,500, 6 kills. Jezza 3,752, 5 kills. Both of those guys got a first class. IMC Jimmy, 3 kills and 13 shots fired for Honest John for 10 damaging shots. And pretty similar to Jezza, 10 shots fired for 10 damaging shots. Bounced a little bit, and have a look at these credits. 94,500 credits for a 6-minute game from the old mate Jezza in the Object 252u. 3,752, only a little bit blocked, and that tells me that maybe the enemy team just weren't going to bother trying to shoot the heavily armoured Tier 8 Premium Russian heavy tank, the Object 252u, or as well as the defenders as well. As we move on to the second game in this triple shot of Tier 8 madness, this is Doodletank 2 from Lancer. Now, massive apologies to Doodletank 2. It did send me a replay in the previous patch, so I've had to dump all my previous patch replays, and it was in the same tank. It was in the Lorraine 40t, so I'm glad I'm able to feature the Lorraine 40t replay in today's video. Now, the Lorraine 40t is a 4-shot auto-loading French Tier 8 premium medium tank, 300 damage per shot, 4 bullets in the clip, 232 penetration. That's with standard, 263 with APCR rounds, which is premium ammunition in the Lorraine 40t. Now, you could probably argue that he's gone to a little bit of an odd position for a medium tank, especially a medium tank which doesn't really have any armour. First shot bounces the OI at tier 6. Cops a shot from artillery. Looks like the enemy artillery is up in the northeast corner of Himmelsdorf, and it's FV304. Now that's the fast firing tier 6. Fast and Furious Tier 6 artillery piece. Now, they're down by 3 tanks. What's he going to do? Doodletank is picked up 2 damaging shots on the A43, I think it was. One in the A43 and one in the OI. Of course, the OI, even though it's Tier 6, it's got a little bit of armour. He's just about loaded. He's thinking, oh, I like the look of that Tiger 1 at Tier 7. Load, you little bugger. That's what he's saying. Puts 1 shot into the Tiger 1. 2 shots. He's got him tracked. Is he going to... Missed the 3rd one. You zoomed in to 28 times zoom. That's a pretty big zoom with that one. The 1-4 is the score. Doodletank 2 from Lancer Clan on 1,620 damage. Looking at the mini-map, you can see the enemy team are just smashing the east coast. They're winning the hill as well by the look of it. 3-6 is the score. Tanks dropping left, right and centre. The Cromwell B and the A43 both go down on the enemy team. But the E25, the Type 64, the KV85 that ran in the middle of the square got taken out as well. Doodletank pops a shot into the Tiger 1, picks up his first kill, brings the score up to 4-8. Looking around here, there's a tank you wouldn't mind putting some damage in. Puts one shot into the T28 HTC. That's the personal mission reward tank. Picks up his second kill. 5-9's the score. He's got one shell left in the clip. He opts not to take a reload. Waits for the VK. Puts one shell into the VK 28.01. That's a little tier 6 derpy kind of light tank or a medium tank, something like that, I guess. It's a long time since I've played that tier. 2 kills to Doodletank, 2 from Lancer Clan, 2,345 hit points of damage. He's pinging the map furiously. He does not want that enemy Lorraine to get to him while he's on the clip. That enemy Lorraine only on 395 hit points. Of course, there's a T150 coming around this corner, and he's not looking at the Doodletank at all. Hoping for the tracking shot. Yeah, didn't quite pick it up. He's got 3 shells left. The enemy VK has been taken out. 2 shots into the back of the T150. Should have killed him. The 4th shot does. Pulls back for the reload again. The score is 7-11. 3 kills to Doodletank 2 from the Lancer Clan. 3,175 damage. The VK goes down to the Scorp G. Only 4 tanks left. A Defender, the Lorraine 40t, the Scorpion G, and the Tiger P, who just gets taken out. You'd be considering the ram kill, wouldn't you? He does. Picks up the ram kill. Copped a little bit of damage himself for that, but well worth it for the kill, especially when you're on the reload. And, of course, lightly armoured Lorraine 40t, even though the artillery is only at tier 6, could certainly hurt him. Now, the SU-100-01, sort of, I think he really did pick the wrong time to go around that corner as Doodletank got rid of the tier 8 Russian tank destroyer. 10-12 is the score now. 5 kills to Doodletank. 10-12, so it's 3 versus 5. 3,881 hit points of damage. A little bit of assisted damage. Hasn't blocked anything, which is not surprising. The logo's down on the enemy team. Gets killed by the Defender. He's on 2 kills. And that Defender, looks like somebody's firing HE at that Defender as well. 100 odd damage. Or maybe it was the T20. The T20 slams into the Scorpion G. And Doodletank is on the fixed his reload. He's got 4 shells ready now. He's just 1 shell should be enough to get rid of that that T20. He's trying to minimise the chance of losing any health. Somebody fired there. Not sure who that was. Saint Emile killed the Defender there. That Saint Emile might not be really known as the best tank in the world, but its gun is certainly pretty powerful. 12-14 is the score. Doodletank has just confirmed his top gun. He's on 6 kills, 4,023 damage. 1 versus 3 situation now. IS at tier 7. Haven't seen him for a while. We have no idea what kind of health he's on. The Saint Emile on reasonably, I don't think it's got that much hit points to start with anyway, but Doodletank is certainly a 1-shot for the Saint Emile. Definitely a 1-shot for the IS as well. From memory, the IS about 400 or 390 alpha gun for the IS tier 7 heavy tank, and of course Lorraine being a Lorraine, it's not going to be too hard to penetrate the auto-loading French premium medium tank. 12-14 is the score now on Himmelsdorf. He thought he had a shot at the Saint Emile, but I don't think he did. His Scorpion G mate, who's clearly watching to see what this Lorraine 40t can do, he's picking around there just to be sure what's going to happen, just in case you get flanked. That's probably not a bad piece of advice. He could afford to take a reload here, but he wants to know what's happening on the 1-2 line before he does. He's letting his teammate know, who might be still watching, that he's got 3 shells left in the clip, and there's no surprise. We hear the siren goes off, and he's letting him know, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go up there, and then I'm going to go there, then I come up here and cut back through for the reset. Now, the reason he's saying that is probably because he doesn't want to see anyone who might still be watching go, what are you doing going up there for? You know, that's probably not a bad idea. Anyway, he's cutting back now. Looks like he's going to go for the reset. Wants to go back to the green circle on a different angle, I guess. Where's JS? Not so sure who JS is. IS he probably means. IS, of course, was last spotted up there. It's B8, but of course course, he could be anywhere by now. That was a while ago. Now there's 2 tanks on the cap. One's the FV. There goes the FV. Puts a shot into the Saint Emile. Now he's got 1 shell left. Is he going to risk it? Is he going to risk shooting again? He's thinking, nah, it's a minute and a half before they cap it out. I don't need to rush this. Does take a reload in the end. Sticking with standard ammunition. I reckon it's because he saw that 4 there. He saw that there was in total 4 shells left, and again letting whoever might be watching know, and us, that he's going to basically go around this square and try and get yet another different angle on not only the Saint Emile but maybe even the IS. I'm not sure where that IS is. A minute to go before the Saint Emile caps this one out. The IS has not been seen for a little while. This is pretty cheeky. Now you'll need to get around this dead tank. He does spot it from there. Of course, if you've got a good Lorraine, you won't be too happy if these shots don't land. If you've got a Lorraine with a good crew, of course, the Lorraine 40t keeps the and he bounces the last shell. The Saint Emile's on 10 hit points and he bounces the last shell. It doesn't matter. He's got a minute and a half before that can cap out. He's reloading for 26 more seconds. I hope he doesn't bump into the IS. I doubt it's been that long since the IS has been spotted. I doubt the IS is on this banana road. I really do. He's probably gone up here. Again, I'm guessing. I haven't seen this. Is the first time I've watched this replay. But Doodletank from Lancer Clans on 7 kills, 5,143 hit points of damage. Needs 2 more kills to carry this game and give himself a Radley Walters. And again, looking at a different angle. Now that Saint Emile is not. You'd think the Saint Emile would say, "Hey IS, how about we both get this bloke?" He's only on 257 hit points, which is a 1-shot definitely for the IS, and I reckon he's a 1-shot for the Saint Emile. It's been a long time since I've played the Saint Emile or even encountered a Saint Emile, but I reckon he's the alpha damage of that German Tier 7 tank destroyer is more than 257. So if that Saint Emile and the IS just said, right now, let's just rush this bloke, he's aiming his way. Wow, that Saint Emile, he knew he was coming. The first time he came this way, then coming around this way. That Saint Emile was certainly aiming the right way. If he had pulled the trigger, it would have been all over for Doodletank in his Lorraine. But with that kill, he's confirmed the Radley Walters. And the IS is nowhere to be seen, just by process of elimination, simply because he's been running around this square for a little bit. There he is, the IS on full health, 1,200 hit points. Now that's pretty much a full clip. 300 alpha damage is a full clip, so he's going to have his work cut out for him. I'm not sure if I'll be sitting right out in the open. There's 1 shell, 318, not a bad roll. Looks like the IS is going to do exactly what the Saint Emile was doing, and go straight for the cap. Now, I don't know. I don't know if the not even looking the right way. This is wow. Look, I don't know if I should feel. I don't know if I should feel sorry for the guy. If he had have done that at the same time as the Saint Emile, he would have not only had a chance of capping it out, but Doodletank can only shoot 1 tank. Even though it's an autoloader, it can only shoot 1 tank at a time. They could have both said, let's just go him. It would have taken a full clip to kill the IS, 1 shell or 2 shells to kill the Saint Emile. But he couldn't have done that without killing him. He's only on 257 hit points. Pretty bad play from the IS and the Saint Emile. Not sure what took the IS so long to get there. I mean, before all that time when he was no longer lit, he was miles away. Now it looks like the IS is aimed a little bit askew of where Doodletank is. 3 shots is all it needs. There's his 9th kill. Thank you very much. Hold my beer. I've got this. Great game from Doodletank from Lancer Clan in the Lorraine 40 ton. Lorraine 40 ton, one of my favourite Tier 8 premium tanks. The auto-loading French medium. Ace Taker Mastery Badge for the Doodletank. Hand of God, Bruiser, Duelist, Fire for Effect, Pascucci's Medal, Radley Walters Medal for getting the 8 kills or 9 kills in the end. Defender for all those cap resets. High caliber. Tank sniper. Top gun. Look at that. He had plenty to do with the death of all of those tanks. 6,383 damage. 9 kills. 1,903 base experience. That's a pretty high base experience score. That's his base score. That's not his daily double for his ×2 or anything like that. Few passengers in that train. Look at that. 4 donuts and plenty did less than 1,000 damage. But Doodletank from Lancer Clan. Well done. Oh, son, that was an epic victory. 34 shots fired, 31 hit, 26 dead damage, 6,383, over 2,000 damage for more than 300 metres. A lot of that would have been the reset shots into the IS was over 1,000 and the Saint Amir was probably 500 or 600. He got plenty of cap points. The game went for 12 minutes. He made nearly 55,000 credits with a standard account. Would have been 115 with a premium account. In the Lorraine 40t, that's the Tier 8 French auto-loading medium tank. An absolute ripper. As we move on to our third and final replay, featuring some Tier 8 tanks. This is the STA-1. This is one of the tanks that I always think, is this the premium or is this a standard version of a tank? This is my old mate Defending the Fatherland from Calm Clan. Now, he knows what he's doing. He's looking towards a T49 at Tier 9. This is a Tier 10 battle. Now, Defending the Fatherland is in an STA-1. Is in a Tier 8 medium tank in a Tier 10 game on Malinovka. You can see what his teammates are doing. They're sort of all over the place. The T57 Heavy's gone down there. AMX 39 is trying to spot from the back, which is an interesting, I don't know. Oh, he's going forward now. Tiger 2 sniping like an absolute champion. Grill doing what Grill's doing. Malbrecker running around here. A few tanks looks like they're heading to try and contest the hill and Defending the Fatherland. Trying to just take his time, look at the mini-map and work out what he's going to do to try and carry this game. Now, this game does go for a little while. Starts rolling up the hill. You can clearly see that WZ132A is in a pretty precarious position, and that's why the T54 Mod 1 agreed with him, got rid of it, which is when a tank's sitting there and he's allowed to sit there, he can spot and do cheeky damage all day long. It's a pretty cool position. Defending the Fatherland from Calm Clan in the STA-1, the Tier 8 Japanese medium tank. He's got a mark of excellence on the gun barrel. He knows what he's doing with it. Having a look at the VK4502B. Now, what's that? That's a Tier 8 German heavy tank. He did have, of course, the STA-1's got pretty good gun depression from memory. Not a bad gun, 90mm, 240 damage, 218 penetration, 275 with heat rounds, which is premium. Hasn't felt the need to use any premium rounds as yet. The platoon of the Panther 8.8 and the T54 Mod 1, they've both been taken out by the enemy team. But looking at the tanks that Defending the Fatherland's team have taken out, it's not a bad trade. A T49 at Tier 9, the WZ132A also at Tier 9, and the Type 59, whose Type 59 is actually platooning with the SU-14-2 and the VK4502A. More on the VK a little bit later on. The unusual to platoon. That's for those who are not sure what I mean by that. Type 59's got preferential matchmaking, so Type 59 will never see a Tier 10 tank in the same game. Other tanks that have got preferential matchmaking include the IS-6, the WZ111, the Alpine Tiger, Super Pershing. There's quite a few of them. There's also some at the lower tiers as well. The TOG is one. The TOG, the tank that people like to laugh at. So when you platoon with a tank that does see Tier 10s in a Type 59, you're going to get games like this where you're coming up against it. T57 Heavies, Grills, and other Tier 10 tanks. Anyway, Defending the Fatherland says, no worries, we'll get rid of the VK4502B. That's a Tier 9 German heavy tank. Just misses the shot on the Rheinmetall Borsig Waffenträger. Now, this is the beauty of this position that Defending the Fatherland is on. Plenty of people go here when they spawn south. Plenty of people go to this D6 position. Defending the Fatherland, getting nice and ballsy and getting up to this sort of E7, I suppose you'd call it. It's a similar kind of position where you've got a little bit of cover there with these bushes and a little bit of water behind you in case you fancy a drink, and just sort of kick back and look for opportunistic shots. But as well as that, you also spot some enemy tanks for your team. So from here, you can sometimes shoot up on that hill. You can sometimes shoot back at their base. And if you can find the right position, which is what it looks like Defending the Fatherland's doing, you can use the bushes to your advantage, knock a few trees over if you like, and kick back and try and get a little bit cheeky into these enemy tanks. VK4502A, he's down to 998, 567 hit points now. Defending the Fatherland, kicking back here in his little spot. He wants to remain. He doesn't want to get lit. He doesn't want all these tanks that are camping the southern base. E100 was last spotted all the way down here. Wow, that's amazing. An E100 all the way back. Of course, the AMX M449 Liberté. I've got that tank. It's an absolute ripper. The Tier 8 Premium French heavy tank. Spots a T28 prototype. T28 prototype slowly climbing up the hill, and Defending the Fatherland says no worries. I love shooting the sides of the T28 prototypes. We can do that all day long. Puts one shot into the side of the American tank destroyer. Unfortunately, he goes unlitted. There's the VK. He just goes unlitted, but that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if he's still not lit. You can still shoot him in the rear end. Defending the Fatherland from Calm Clan picks up his second kill. 1,263 damage done. Nearly 2,800 assisted damage. And that's about the last tank that looks like it was really going for that hill. And that's allowing the Malbrecher and the Scorpion G to start moving forward. Somehow he got lit there, got shot by the Carnarvon. Might have been spotted, he could have been spotted by the Carnarvon or the T28 prototype. I hadn't seen that Carnarvon. I don't think that Carnarvon had been lit. He hadn't been lit all game. T44 is indicating that he's going to try and spot that E100. Artillery says yes, he wants that T44. If he spots that E100, he wants all three artilleries to be shooting the E100, as well as, if possible, the Grill 15. Defending the Fatherland puts a shot into the T28 prototype, takes him down to 440 hit points. The Malbrecher confirms the kill. That's a pretty big alpha gun on the Malbrecher. I didn't know it was up near 400. Fires clutch, doesn't quite land the shot on the Carnarvon. Does get spotted by the Carnarvon. Pulls back again. 7-all is the score. Looks like enemy artillery just had a crack at the Scorpion G. The Malbrecher doing well there, still on 1,400 hit points. Fighting well with the Carnarvon. But, of course, the Carnarvon's got that big rock to his left, so he can't get shot by Defending the Fatherland. But by the same token, he probably can't spot him either. So Defending the Fatherland takes the opportunity to move back up into this little perch. Takes one look over at the Carnarvon. Now, the Carnarvon just killed the Scorpion G. E100 just killed the GW Tiger. That's why the GW Tiger artillery is pinging the map furiously. Maybe the E100 is just rolling up that southwestern road. In the Fatherland, requesting fire at the AMX M449 Liberté. As look over there, I'll be looking to see, is that Carnarvon on the other side of the rock? If he is, you might be able to fire. The AMX M449 gets taken out by the M53, M55 Tier 9 American artillery piece. Still down by a tank, 8-9. And Defending the Fatherland from Calm Clan in the STA-1, letting his teammates know, I'm just going to try and keep these guys spotted. I do not want to be trading with all these tanks at the same time. The E100 has not been seen for a little while. T44 is probably the only tank in a position to spot that E100, but he's down to 469 hit points. Gets the Carnarvon lit again. Carnarvon on 478 health. One or two artillery shells should do that. They've only got two artillery pieces left. 8-10 is the score. There's the Chrysler. The Chrysler clearly wants to go and help his big brother, the E100, but he wants to take the high road. Second shot bounces on the Chrysler. Artillery tracks him and stuns the premium heavy tank. Finally, the GW E100 picks up the kill on the Chrysler but the T-44 went down for that trouble. Mega Death Metal, what a cool name. Alright, where are we? 911's a score. The E100's clearly gone back to the base. Defending the Fatherland, keeping that E100 lit, I would say. It's clearly got a pretty good crew in that Japanese Tier 8 medium tank. There's the Carnarvon again. What's he on? 978 hit points. So it's going to be a few shells. The Rheinmetall Borsig Waffenträger on full health. Sorry, he's on 478. So two, maybe three shots from Defending the Fatherland it would take to kill the Carnarvon. Pretty risky. The Ribmy Borsig on 1100. He's clearly been spotted and is running back. Doesn't want to trade with these guys. 4.5 minutes left on the cap. Defending the Fatherland sees the Carnarvon, thinks I'm going to have to do something about this guy. Puts a shot into the Carnarvon, does not get lit. Somebody spots the M53, M55. Now, what's left on the enemy team? The M53, M55 is running away down there in the southeast. E100 was last spotted back at their base. And I think blind spot from the T92 HMC, the Tier 10. Blind shot towards Defending the Fatherland. Only cost him 225 hit points though, which is lucky. They've clearly worked out, and they're probably talking to each other, clearly worked out where they have, where they're likely getting spotted from. Looking at the minimap, the M53, M55 on Defending the Fatherland team goes up to the hill. GW E100 continues to go forward. The Grill 15 can't really move from where he is. He's got to utilise his camouflage over there. Luckily enough, he's still on full hit points. There goes the M53, M55. He certainly had a big run. He was over here in the east and he ran all the way around there to be closer to that E100. That evens it up again, 11 apiece. 2 artilleries, 1 Tier 10 tank destroyer, the Grill 15, and of course Defending the Fatherland in the STA-1 with the M53, M55 left on Defending the Fatherland's team. Defending the Fatherland finds a T92, but wants to punish him for those. Wants to punish him for the blind shot. Cops a shot from the Rheinmetall Borsig Waffenträger. The M53 saying, "Hey man, help me, help me." It doesn't matter. The SU-14-2 just drowns himself. Not sure whereabouts he drowned himself. That's hilarious. Angry Reaper from Dogs Clan. I hope that wasn't intentional. E100 still left sitting over here. The M53, M55 shotgunned the Remy Borsig up on that ledge. E100 just sitting there. Not sure where that artillery piece was when he drowned. I don't think he was in this puddle in the southeast as Defending the Fatherland sees the E100, puts one shot into him, and he's not even moving. So, unfortunate, he's not even moving. Maybe the E100 said in his game, maybe the E100 said, "I've had enough of this. I'm out of here. You guys can do what you like." Because he didn't even turn his turret as he was getting shot. Not a bad result there from Defending the Fatherland. 2 marks of excellence that game gave him, as well as an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge, Spotter Medal, Fire for Effect. The one that I can't pronounce, Leva Slayho's Medal for getting 2 kills of higher tier in a medium tank. Patrol duty, he had an absolute ripper. 2,628 damage. Didn't get top score by damage, but the 3 tanks that did more damage than him were all higher tier than Defending the Fatherland. 3 kills, 1345 base experience, 4,379 assisted damage. That's why that was an ace and a second mark of excellence. That was absolutely fantastic. Nearly 36,000 credits after tax. That's with a premium account. Standard tank though, not like I thought at the start. And he got messaged. He got messaged by the VK4502, the one that he killed on the not this one, not not this one, not the VKB, this one here, Crimson from Dogs Clan. Well, maybe your platoon mate shouldn't have drowned himself, mate. Maybe you shouldn't be platooning with a Type 59 in a non-pref Tier 8 tank, Crimson from Dogs Clan. But he did show me the screenshots. Some of the messages were just wonderful. Anyway, that's what happens, I guess, on World of Tanks. So there you go, 3 Tier 8 replays in today's video. Hope you enjoyed them. What do you think? The Defender, the Object 252u, is it overpowered? Should they have not sold it again? What do you think? I don't know. Maybe they're trying to cash in. Clearly, they're just trying to cash in on these tanks because that's what people are like. But to be fair, for the last year, I think we've been spoilt by premium tanks for the last 1 or 2 years. You know, ever since the Scorpion G, the Lorraine, the M4190. Chrysler, remember the Chrysler, the Nameless, all those tanks. Now when Wargaming bring out premium tanks that are not overpowered, such as the Maubracker, which we saw in that last game, or the ELC even 90, and maybe the upcoming premium light tanks, which I'm really looking forward to seeing. The T92, the American light tank as well. Maybe their sales are just not going through the roof because people are used to these tanks that are a little bit overpowered. But an excellent crucial contribution from the 1AR lads, IMC Jimmy, Jezza Linko and Honest John. An excellent carry in the Lorraine 40t from Doodletank, and of course Defending the Fatherland, carrying the hell out of that one. And getting called a hacker, which is always a nice way of saying, or a nasty way of saying, good game. All right, once again, thanks for the replays, lads. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care, and see you all next time.